Greetings of the day. This is Sunay Singh, a second year student from Symbiosis School of Culinary Arts, and I am here to throw some light and to provide you a brief information about Toto cuisine. So basically, Toto cuisine has been derived from the people of Totopara. It's a small tribal community which stays in the southern part of West Bengal, which is located in the small district called Alipur, and the place is located near the foothills of Himalayas, and it shares its borders between Bhutan and West Bengal. The Totos are isolated tribal group residing on a small enclave which is called Totopara, and Totos were getting extincted and they were becoming less in number, but efforts have been made by government from past 15-20 years to grow and evolve the community. Anthropologists agree that Toto culture and language is unique to the tribe and is clearly distinguished from the other neighboring tribes or the communities. So Totos are the people who are becoming extinct, but due to the practices of government to protect this community from being demolished, still people are there in Toto community, and the cuisine is quite prevalent due to the geographical reasons of the place. Further, I would like to talk about the physical features of the tribe and the ethnic identity and the economic activities practiced by them. So, Toto people are basically tribal people, and they are considered to be as the descendants of Mongolian people. So, they have flat nose, Mongolian eye fold, thick lips, dark complexion, and though they are tribal people, but still they follow a religion which is basically related to their tribe, and they worship the gods of nature. Though most of them have now been mass converted into Christians, but still the traditions which has been passed on from generation to generations is still carried, and Toto people are very rigid about their traditions and beliefs. They only try to get married within the Toto community, so they don't allow their kids, or they don't allow themselves to marry outside the community. And talking about the economic activities, so they are tribal people, they have got their own lands, they have the Torsa river situated to them, so they generally do farming, they do hunting. Most of the religious sacrifices which they perform, in which they usually sacrifice. So this also shows that they are a good and skilled hunters, and they practice farm. So the economic activities are like farming, hunting, gathering food from the rivers, seas, cultivation. So basically their source of income depends on the nature and the natural bounty. Fourthly, talking about the cuisine is not much evolved or like has an influence of the Western or the colonialization, due to being a tribal community and being located in the forest. So generally, they love to eat natural food because they are very close to the nature, and they eat quite healthy food, and they don't use spices. So their main foods and the staple ingredients are like madua, which is called a ragi variety of flour, which is very robust and very dense. And the staple food now includes rice, chura, which is called parched rice, milk, curd. They generally eat meat. They also like eating pork. They also do poultry farming, and fish is quite prevalent because their community is situated on the Torsa River, and women eat the same food as men, and there are no restrictions of any kind on widows. So everyone is treated equally in the community to eat the food they want to eat. And Totos also drink a fermented liquor called ew, made from fermented marua, which is a grain. So obviously they ferment it and they convert it into alcohol. So which is the only source of alcohol provided to them in their own tribe. Rice powder and malt is also used to convert it into alcohol by the process of fermentation, which is served in a puja or a religious sacrifice. They also eat bamboo shoots, though they are located in the woods. So it's quite prevalent that they eat bamboo shoots. And the cuisine is highly influenced by Bengali cuisine. They are pretty close to the nature, so they use minimal natural ingredients to sustain, and that's what keeps them strong and boosts their immunity. Now, talking about the kitchen of the Toto tribal people, so generally Toto people have a very small amount of land uh, located to near their houses, either in the back of their houses or in front of their houses, as a small kitchen garden. So they generally eat their own produced food or the vegetables. So they are pretty much connected to the food they grow and they eat. And they also eat fruits like bananas, guavas, and wild berries. They also grow their own vegetables. Most of the tribe people are also converted into Christians, so they like eating beef and pork, which is a source of hunting and gathering food from the woods. The tribe is situated near the river, so obviously fish and river meat is quite prevalent in them. And the tribe also have their own lands to cultivate and do farming. So they grow rice, they wheat and marwas. Obviously marwa being the specially and quite oftenly used one. They also cultivate various crops like mustard for oil, potatoes, and many more. Mustard oil is quite prevalent in East Indian community, and from there it has evolved and passed on to tribes. And generally Toto people also use mustard oil quite a lot in their food. So that's all. Now we have come to an end to the video. That's all about the Toto cuisine, which has been evolved and still being evolved in a small district of Alipur in West Bengal. Thank you.